What's new, crew? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are hopping into a Walmart haul. This haul came to $230. Summer things, all the things, just groceries and things. How many more times can I say things? But we're gonna hop right into it today. I'm gonna whip the camera around, show you guys everything that I got. I have my Walmart haul spread out here for the month of June. This is the first month all the kids are home full time all month. Got some things in here, we'll talk about it. Most of my groceries come from Aldi, but this is just the things that I can't get there. I want in bigger bulk, things like that. I'm also going to be doing a small Sam's Club order this month as well. So this is just kind of everything that I can't or won't get through Sam's Club delivery, where they drop it off at your front door, like a shipping thing, or things that I'll go into Aldi and grab personally. We're gonna start here. Got a big thing of Rice Krispie cereal. The kids will eat this if there's no other cereal for cereal, but we really only use these to make Rice Krispie treats or like homemade, or we'll use these in like homemade Reese's Pieces, where we'll put some of these in with some oats and peanut butter and honey and chocolate and make kind of like a homemade Reese's cup. The kids love these, so I got these for that. This will last us quite a bit. And then the go-to cereal lately has been Fruit Loops, so I go ahead and let the kids do that. Here, I did get 2 things of the Great Value root beer. These were on rollback. These were 99 cents. I got 2. These will be to pull out for fun nights throughout the summer. Root beer floats. We're also going to be making some root beer popsicles. I want to do a video coming up. I don't know when it'll be coming out because I'm really backlogged on videos right now. But I want to do a video on like 3 or 4 different types of popsicles you can make with your kids, and we're going to be using root beer for one of them. So I got 2 of those for that. Got 2 things of Goldfish. One of these is going to go right into my van for weekend trips and things that we're doing. I'll put these in there with just a stack of like red Solo cups. And while we're out and about, if the kids need a snack running from point A to point B, or the park, the beach, whatever it is, and we run out of like our cooler snacks, this is great to have on backup. So one's for the car, one's for just like the regular month eating. I got 2 things of blueberry mix. I had some of this left over from last month, so I didn't need my typical 4, but I still wanted to get some to kind of keep on back stock here. We do these usually once a week for breakfast. That's what we did throughout the school year. The kids loved it. They want to continue that, so I got 2 more. These also work really good for just like afternoon snacks. My oldest is 8, and she really likes that these have the instructions on them and she can follow these, and she's kind of learning how to bake on her own, not with me, and she really likes having things like this on the pantry shelf that she can do kind of like with my supervision, but on her own, if that makes any sense. So she likes having these around. Otherwise, everything else we make from scratch. I have some bananas. We're gonna be making into some banana muffins here pretty quick. I got a bag of cuties. My husband, I just did a small grocery haul about a week ago heading into the Memorial Day weekend. My husband asked me to pick up some cuties, so I did, and the kids devoured them. He did too, so I got a bag for them. All of my other fresh fruit comes from Aldi typically. Here is the bread mountain. I think there are 10 loaves here. We're going to be making homemade Crustables with peanut butter, some with peanut butter and jam, some peanut butter and Nutella, some peanut butter and honey, and we're going to be throwing these in the freezer. I want to do like 4 or 5 loaves and get them in the freezer. The rest will be just for regular eating throughout the month, but those are great to have in the freezer. You grab them out, bring them to the park, bring them to the beach with, you know, kind of our reserved snacks, but they're easier to just grab and throw into a cooler and just go. So I absolutely love that. Or just to take, my husband can grab 1 or 2 on his way out of the door for work. If we don't have leftovers, or he's wanting one for a breakfast on the way to work or something like that. So we've got to get those in the freezer. So that's coming up here pretty quick. We talked recently about how I want to make a lot of popsicles because we wanted, or just trying to be more aware of food dyes, and then here we are with the classical nothing but food dye juice. So I did get 2 packages of these. I recently had my nieces and nephews over, and I've come to realize that not all kids are super into like our homemade popsicles that we do with, I don't have any yogurt here, but typically what I do is make homemade popsicles. Basically we'll make smoothies with fruit and yogurt and milk, and we will pour those into our popsicle molds, and we really like them in this household. But I'm realizing that not all kids do, because my nieces and nephews were not a fan. They did not like them. So I wanted to have things like this on hand for when I have my nieces and nephews to hand out as treats for all of the kids. We all have a lot of kids, so once you get nieces and nephews over, we very quickly can have 12 kids running around, and having things like this in the freezer just for those like fun special days, I think is going to be worth it. So I got those. I'm going to stick them in my freezer. Not saying my kids won't eat them, because they definitely will, but we personally in this house are going to lean more towards like our normal popsicles and some of those fun popsicles that we're making. Obviously soda is not great, things like that. I understand that 100%. But I'm just trying to be more aware of like what's actually in things that we're eating when it comes to dyes. We've switched out a lot of things over pretty much since 2020. We've really tried to focus on like what's actually in our food. We grow a lot of it. We hunt and preserve, and we hunt and preserve for a ton of our food, and we've made some drastic changes. But the thing is that everything takes time and everything takes research, and that's what's kind of sad with the food system here, is that no matter how much research you do and how much you change, there's always the next thing to learn about. So the next thing we're kind of diving in on is food dyes. So obviously there's lots of food dyes here, even in the goldfish and our muffins. It's literally in everything you consume here in the United States, which is just really sad, and all the things, like you could just go on about it forever, honestly. But I just want to say that because this is the internet, I'm putting it out on the internet, and it's something I've been talking about recently in last grocery hauls, and I know that because I've talked about it, I'm gonna get comments on it, and some people are nicer than others, let's just put it that way. And I'm aware that there are still food dyes here, but everything is a process, and it takes time to switch things out, find alternatives, find how to make things on your own, make them better, things that you're willing to sacrifice for convenience and things like that. So that was a little bit of a tangent, but I feel like I had to put it out there. I did get some ice cream cones. My kids helped me carry in. My husband's away on a business trip. He's gonna be gone for about a week or so. By the time this video goes up, he'll be back. But the kids that were helping me carry it in put our 1 gallon of Neapolitan ice cream in the freezer for me. I did get 2 things of frozen peas. The kids love these. I'm not kidding. The kids will eat these straight out of the bag, frozen, as a snack before bed. We throw these in pasta salads or sides for dinners. Kids love them. We also did 2 things of corn. So 4 pounds of peas, 4 pounds of corn. Garden is not producing yet. We live in zone 4B. So this stuff takes time. This stuff is not going to be coming out yet. We're almost at the point where snap peas are going to be flowering. So it's still going to be a couple weeks before we have snap peas, but this stuff isn't going to be like readily available probably until the end of June, maybe the beginning of July, depending on how long things take, but we're not there yet here. I did get 2 things of chicken nuggets. These are super easy lunches throughout the summer. 2 bags here will be plenty for us to have like once or twice a week for lunches for the kids or snacks, whatever. I just like having these on hand, especially heading into summer where I do have my nieces and nephews kind of like more regularly, just kind of randomly for play dates and things. And it's always easy to throw some chicken nuggets in the oven and pull out some yogurt and some fresh fruit or something from the garden and have a really easy lunch. I did get a gallon of chocolate milk. We don't get chocolate milk that often, but I did just get a gallon of chocolate milk for the kids over Memorial Day weekend in that last grocery haul. The kids devoured it. So if they're gonna drink the chocolate milk, I will purchase it. So I got that. That's why I don't have a white milk. We just got it. It's still in the fridge. I did get a big old watermelon. I'll probably get another one from Aldi when I go. I did get 3 things of heavy cream. I still have 1 that I just opened. I don't go through as much heavy cream throughout the summer, but I still need it because I use this in my coffee creamer that I make. So that's one thing we did change to get rid of, or I did personally, to get rid of food dyes and preservatives. I started making all of my own coffee creamer just with milk and heavy cream. My own homemade caramel, to get caramel coffee creamer. It's great. I love it. I've been doing it since probably the beginning of the year, so about 6 months. I love it, and I don't see myself going back. Got a thing of kettle corn. This is a go-to snack in this house. The kids love kettle corn. I did get another thing of peanut butter for all those peanut butter sandwiches we're going to be doing, plus peanut butter cookies and things that will make 2 things of jumbo shells. This is on my meal plan for the month. We're at the point now where I make stuffed shells. I need 2 boxes because it's just a meal we all really like. Just some household things. We needed more lotion. We were completely out of that. Shaving cream, razors, everything else I'm pretty well stocked up on. I did get another soy sauce. We do a lot of this in the summer with marinades and things. Something new I'm trying is orzo. I have a couple recipes we're going to be trying this month with orzo. I'm hoping it goes over well, so we'll see how that goes. I did get a thing of spinach and cheese tortellini on my meal plan this month. I needed that. I've been using more and more tomato paste lately in different recipes and things, so I got 6 cans just to make sure that I had it on the shelf for kind of when I needed it. I get some of these as a convenience item. My husband travels quite a bit in the summertime for work, where he can be gone for like a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time. I think it was last summer or the summer before. It was the summer before. My husband went away on what was supposed to be a 8-day job, and it turned into a 3-month job. He was literally gone all summer. So just having something on the shelf to pull out on those days where I've been super busy in the garden and with chickens and kids and all the homestead tasks that happen, and I forget about dinner, I can go, you know what, I have something that I can just pull out, and I can saute some green beans from the garden, and it can be just like a mindless dinner for when I need the help. So here is this. It was kind of like an impromptu job. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare. Where normally if my husband were going on the road, not always, but sometimes I'll have at least a couple days notice where I can go, okay, then over the next couple of days, I'm going to get some freezer meals in the freezer and kind of have them set aside for while he's gone, just to give myself the option if I needed it. This was not the case that time, so I picked those up just to, like I said, have on the shelf for like days when I just really need them, or maybe I get sick or I don't feel good, or it's just, you know, we all need some of those things, and Hamburger Helper is just like my thing to keep on the shelf for when I am like throwing the flag and I just need something to go, oh, that makes my life this much easier right now. And that's what those are. So here's the thing I'm kind of upset about. I got 8 of these. I got 4 of the pepperoni pizza. I have 4 kids. I got 4 of the ham and cheddar Lunchables for the kids. I want to take the kids to the park over the next couple of days, or do some fun things with the kids, some fun field trips. And I thought, you know what, we don't do these very often. It would be really fun to get one of these for the kids, 2 separate trips. I can put these in the cooler and the kids can have these as really fun treats, because like I said, we pretty much only reserve these for like if the kids have a field trip, they can go to the store and pick out a Lunchable. Otherwise, we do not get these. And now I'm seeing all over social media, of course you can't trust everything you see on social media, but how terrible these things are. And they just got a contract for schools evidently, and now they are packed full of sodium and a ton of extra junk that they needed to be able to fill the nutritional needs to be able to be part of the school's lunch program. So just kind of like paraphrasing off of what I read, and like I said, please go do your own research, because I 100% could be wrong or misunderstanding things, but to be able to meet the nutritional needs, the protein needs and things like that for the school lunch program, they basically needed to increase the protein here. So to give them a bigger portion of protein, they just jam-packed it full of sodium, evidently. And now it's just no calories, but way more sodium than a kid should be having for their entire day, let alone in a snacky lunch. So, and I didn't see it until after I ordered it. I don't know what I'm gonna, like, obviously, we're gonna eat these. It'll be fine. I'm gonna say this, everything in moderation, all the things, but I'm unhappy about it. And it's just one more of those things where it makes you really frustrated that you can't even buy something that's just cheese and ham and crackers, and it's just full of crap. Obviously, it's not the best, right? It's processed cheese, it's processed meat. I 100% understand that. But it's really frustrating when full of way more things than it ever has to be full of. We do make homemade Lunchables all the time. We do those once a week. during the summer for lunches. But this was just one more of those things, like I just wanted it to be fun. We can go to the park, grab a juice, have a fun Lunchable, and just have it be a fun thing. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Please help educate me in the comments on what you think about these, because I'm really curious on what other parents feel about these. The last thing I got was 2 things of whipped cream. We need these for some of the popsicles we're going to be doing. So root beer, whipped cream. We're going to do whipped cream and pudding, whipped cream Nutella. So I needed some of this. So these are going to go right in the freezer, you guys. And I'll pull them out as we're getting ready to make some of those popsicles here. So very excited about that. But that is my entire Walmart haul. This came to $2.30, just under $2.30. And this is about half my groceries. The other half comes from, like I said, Aldi. But that kind of concludes the Walmart haul for the month of June. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I'm really hoping that we can have a conversation down below in the comments about these Lunchables, about the food dyes, things like that. A lot of you guys say you learn a lot here from me, and that always blows my mind because I feel like I learn way more from you guys. There's just one of me, and there's thousands of you that are subscribers here. That sounds really crazy to say, but there are thousands of you here, and I learn way more from you guys in the comments and through DMs and things where you guys are like, hey, I saw you mention this in a video, I thought I'd share this with you. And I learned way more from you guys than I think you guys could ever learn from me. So thank you guys so much for always being respectful and kind. And I am a firm believer in it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And some of you guys are always so thoughtful and so kind in your comments, even when you're trying to educate me on something, like I'm asking for your guys' opinions here. So I just want to thank you guys for that right off the top. I hope wherever you guys are, you are having a fantastic day. I hope you got some sunshine and did something that made your soul happy, and I will catch you guys in another one. Bye.